you so much for coming back to my video. And if you're here for the first time, this is Yoonhye from Universe, and I am filming my first video in my new French apartment. So in case you haven't caught up with me, in my last video, I explained that I actually moved from New York to a city called Marseille in the south of France, and I just literally moved yesterday, and so I hadn't had time to clean up or do anything in terms of decorating my apartment, but I did take a furnished apartment, so I thought I would do a quick video that I've set up right here to show you my way of budget styling as a 30 weeks pregnant woman. Now, because I've been living in New York, like it's become so like normal for me to go and thrift shop and not really buy new clothes. So when I discovered that I was pregnant, I actually didn't like the idea of just buying like maternity clothes just because I was pregnant, because first of all, I won't be able to wear them after I give birth, which is only going to last maximum like 9 months or a little bit more probably. And second of all, I think the maternity clothes aren't as like sexy and attractive, and I really didn't feel like spending money on it until I got a little bigger in terms of my belly size, and I couldn't fit into all these like different shorts or whatever I had. So I had to figure out a way to style around within the clothing that I had. And so if you ever saw my Instagram, you probably saw me like repeatedly put on the same clothes, which is actually going to be one of the clothes that I'm showing today. But as I, try to style myself with different types of clothing that I have, I came up with a way to, have something that covers my body, covers my belly, but it wasn't from the maternity section. So I'm going to show you guys my budget maternity styling in a way that you don't have to buy maternity clothes today. So let's get to it. So as I do today's video, I'm gonna try to show you like how I used to wear the exact same clothes before I was pregnant and how I'm wearing them right now. So I'm gonna start with this t-shirt and short ensemble that I have on me because it's the outfit that I have on right now. So, actually this is just a t-shirt, and I think the size is medium, so it's like medium for men, and I got it from Supreme Store. It was like the first thing that I ever bought from Supreme Store without having to line up. And it's just a simple white t-shirt with like, oh god, why can't my boyfriend skate? Which is a really cute like cartoon t-shirt, and it's white, so it's super simple. And the color white, like when you're pregnant, it's definitely true that your belly shows more, but in a way it's just like so easy to like style. And so I ended up wearing this t-shirt like whenever I just want to do something at home, do house chores or go grocery shopping, I just throw this shirt on, and then I'll just match with some pants. And so the shorts that I have right now are these leopard bike shorts that I got from PacSun when I wasn't pregnant. And the thing about these are that they are super stretchy on the belly because there's like a rubber. And so these were very tight on me even when I wasn't pregnant, but even with the pregnancy, because of the banding on the waist, it's super easy. And I'm not gonna tuck my shirt in, so I'm just gonna cover it up. And so it's super easy to just like style it like this, and I'm not like literally having to buy those like bike shorts that are from the maternity section where they have like a really huge bandage over here for you to be able to cover your belly, because what would I do with them afterwards? So these were perfectly fine for me. So with this t-shirt, I can just flip around the shorts. So I have another pair of bike shorts that I thrifted. And for some reason it was really big when I first bought it. I cut off the tag because I hate tags, but it's actually a large size. And because it's large, the banding is pretty like loose. So when I try it on, I'm gonna try it on. There we go. Like my banding is still stretchy enough for me to cover my belly, and my leg is definitely covered, and I can also just cover that fat belly part with my t-shirt. So obviously it's very obvious I'm pregnant, but obviously it's a type of style that I definitely would have worn in summer that I can still wear while I'm pregnant. So that's another bike shorts. And then I also had these super boot cut trousers that are from Boohoo actually, and I also thrifted these. And because there's a banding to it, and also the material has some kind of spandex into it, like it's really easy for me to fit into it. So I've been wearing these since it was a bit colder, because right now it's summer and it's pretty hot, so I don't wear it every single day. But when it was colder and my belly was smaller even, it was so easy for me to wear these. So I'm gonna try these on. So there we go. My belly is comfortable enough to be fitted into this banding. Because it's boot cut, like my legs that are relatively swollen part inside from my body since pregnancy is relatively well covered and not super obvious that my legs have swollen, so I love the boot cut detail. And also it just matches super nicely, tranquil, with the white t-shirt. And so these are 3 styles that I would wear with this t-shirt, and so you could do so also with any like t-shirt that you have at home that's like a medium or large size, that's like unisex. And if you have something that's more fitting and it's a women's size, but it's definitely stretchy enough to cover your belly, I would say you can go for those too. So moving on. Now the next piece of item that I want to show you guys is this long-legged romper that is originally from Fashion Nova, which I did not buy from Fashion Nova, and I also thrifted in New York. And so these, actually, I wore them last summer when I wasn't pregnant, obviously, and it was something that is literally like open cut right here on my belly. So right now, when I wear it, like my belly is super emphasized, but when I wasn't pregnant, it was super sexy, and it has like this padding behind so that even if I don't wear a bra, like my bra part isn't like too showing, and it was just perfect to throw on one piece and just call it like kind of elegant in a way, but super cute because of the polka dot detail. So I've always like loved it. But ever since I got pregnant, I realized that this stretchy fabric is super comfortable, and also the waistline didn't have any other extra like I don't know, material that does not stretch. So it's super stretchy. So ever since my belly started to grow, these rompers were the easiest thing I could just throw on. So from winter, I threw this on and I would just like layer up. When it was a little colder, I would layer up inside my belly so that my belly is covered twice and I don't get like a stomach ache. And obviously it's very important that like I protect my belly. So I used to wear like this. I could if it was colder. And because I had my t-shirt on, I just wanted to show you guys like this. But if I took off my shirt, I don't know if that worked really well. So this is how the romper looks like. And if you are following me on Instagram, you probably saw like gazillion of pictures of me in these, because I've been wearing these ever since I was like traveling, because it was so easy to just throw on. I don't have to worry. The only thing is when I go to the toilet, I have to undress myself like all the way, so it's a little annoying. But apart from it, it's so comfortable and it's like long and stretchy. So when I'm like sitting in the car, it's so much easier for me to just like put my leg everywhere and stretch out. So I've been wearing these like so often that like I didn't even realize I would be wearing them so often. But in a way, like it's got the comfort and it's got the sexiness and it's got a little bit of style. And so I am absolutely definitely loving this guy, and and I have definitely worn it too much. But it's so easy to style. I don't really need to put anything on when it's super hot like today. It's just like play around with some accessories. Like I have 2 gold chains on today and an earring, and I could also wear with these sneakers, white sneakers, super easy. And if ever I needed to go out in these, but like just want to change, I could put on these chunky heels and it will just change the look. So because I've already tried with the sneakers, let me try with these. Oh.
Next up is my Victoria's Secret slip dress in a size small, which I bought last summer when slip dress was definitely in style, with this backless almost, and a really nice sort of wrap it around my waist that I could style with mules like these if I want to be a little bit more classy and dressed up, and still show my bump. That is my style for the time being. And if that is a little too much for my mama, I would put on this white shirt just to be able to cover my décolleté and my back, and it's still stylish and it's something super easy that I could throw on. I'm gonna match it today with this tote bag, which is a vintage Celine. It is actually a very old tote bag, but it's absolutely lovely for the current trend, and I can be a trendy mom with the tote bag either on my shoulder or just carrying it with a pair of sunglasses. It's a really carefree style because you've just layered up, and if you get hot you can always take it off, and it just makes you look a little more sexy because the dress is definitely a very eye-catcher, but it will be more so with your bump. So this is my slip dress styling with that baby bump. Strut, strut.
With the brothers, boo, you know how we do. It's not for me to say.
Alrighty, so the next piece of dress that I'm going to show you guys is probably the one item that screams I am pregnant, because this is a dress that I got from Zara, and in New York all the stores were closed by the time I was leaving, but when we got here the stores were reopening, so I got a chance to go into Zara and shop some clothes. Except they don't allow you to try them on because they closed all of the fitting rooms just because of corona precautions. And so I could only look at the clothing from the outside, look at the material a little bit, and make sure that I would fit into them. Otherwise I could always return them, but I just wanted to buy something. And so I got the super huge dress that will definitely fit me until I am double my size right now. And this is a large size dress. And obviously it is the one that makes my belly look so much bigger than it actually is, but it is super comfortable because there's no nothing that really tightens my waistline ever. And so it's one thing that's super comfortable, except it's a little I don't know, 3/4 of a long sleeve, so it's a little hot if you wear it on a hot day. Even if it's a little flowy and big, because it's pretty short, it does give you that proportion of the body part and the leg. And so once you play around with your leg a little bit, you can make it a little bit casual, than making it look more like a maternity dress. So what I usually did is I paired these white sneakers again. And then it's totally up to you, but I happen to have this leopard scarf, and I just used it like an accessory. So the day I first wore the dress, I just ended up pulling off this style where I put this around my head, And I don't know, it's kind of like cute, but it's also like I'm pregnant kind of fashion. And just making sure my bow isn't too big, but it's kind of like a cute mom style, I guess. And if you want to be a little bit more chic, you can put your sunglasses on top and you are sort of obviously pregnant, but with a cute twist. And so this has been my only like, look, I'm pregnant kind of dress. But I would say if you pick out a dress from Zara or anywhere that isn't from the maternity section, these kind of dresses that are flowy, this, because it's so big, it doesn't necessarily have to be a stretchy material, but it's just like so easy and air flows in, and when it's hot and you're like so tired, this dress works perfectly. So this is the one dress, and now I'm moving on to my other dresses that I actually had before pregnancy. So I'm gonna try these on.
Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do. It's not for me to say.
Next up, so I am actually giving you an idea through today's video, hopefully, so that like you won't have to, if you are pregnant or you are expecting to be pregnant, that you don't have to just necessarily go to a maternity like clothing brand, or even within the existing brand, go to the maternity section just to be able to shop for your pregnancy, but so that you can go through your own closet and get an idea of what you can put on and what you can't. So as a 31 weeks pregnant person, these are what I found to be still fitting. And I know everyone has different like size, and everyone also grows differently during pregnancy. In my case, like I grew bigger a little bit later on, and so since my 30th week, everything became very big and like super round and more like bigger. But before, like I was getting bigger really slowly, so that I had to tell people that I'm pregnant until they can actually tell I'm pregnant. So it really depends like how your pregnancy is going, but I just hope like this is an idea that you can take from my video. So next up, this is a dress that I bought from Zara way before way before I knew I was pregnant. And the thing about this dress is that it's empire line, which means like the cut of the dress is right below your breasts and not your waist. And so when your waistline gets bigger because of pregnancy, the empire line is actually super comfortable because it will still like sink in your line a little bit, but not necessarily a line around your waist. So it's not comfortable, but it's actually comfortable. So the part that you are getting bigger is actually really comfortable, and you still have that like separation from your breast line and your waistline or your belly, which is where the dress will have the empire line. And so I happen to have these that I kept, and I was like, whoa, this is like perfect. This is literally where I want to feel comfortable. And so even if it's not like the most stylish, and it's definitely not for summer, but in some occasions, like it just works pretty fine. And the length is pretty like good. It's not super long. You don't look like a nun, and it looked classy enough. And so I've been wearing this dress as well. You could pair it with sneakers, or in my case, I could even wear these mules. And I am good to go. Ta-da!
Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do. It's
So my next dress, it's this long silky dress from a French brand called Equipment. And I also bought these, not thrifted, I actually bought this at Nordstrom Rack in New York. And I did not buy this for maternity at all. I just liked this like leopard print and a little fringe at the bottom, and I thought I could layer this up with some knitwear or an oversized jacket, which I did wear with boots when I wasn't pregnant. And then when I was pregnant, I realized that it's silk, which normally is never a stretchy material. It doesn't stretch at all. But because it had like a really straight line, like silhouette, it was large enough to fit my belly. So I haven't tried this on for a while because it's long sleeve and it's getting really hot outside. But as I try this on today on my 31st week, oops, I missed a button. I am actually okay. So if you have a long, large dress that you would have worn it as a flowy dress that shows a subtle silhouette of your body, you can definitely wear that during pregnancy, except you will definitely have a different silhouette, but at least you'll have something to wear. And so I could just wear with these sneakers or these mules if I wanted, depending on the occasion. And then I just put like some accessories because it has like a neckline that I can show off with my accessories and it just doesn't look so dull. The only thing is my husband really hates this dress. I don't know why. I think it's because I look too mature in it, like I look too old. So I don't wear it too often, but definitely a straight A-line long dress is an easy go-to. So the next dress that I would like to show you guys is this wrap dress. Now, as you guys know, yes, I'm holding my breast line because it is very deep in cleavage. But as you guys know, wrap dress is a type of dress that I think almost invented by DVF, which is Diane von Furstenberg. And so when she came up with her brand, her first item that she brought to Harper's Bazaar's editor-in-chief at the time, what was her name? Oh my god, I can remember her face. Her. Oh my god. Yes, anyway, the Anna Wintour of that time. She brought her wrap dress and it was like a sensational big success. And I think ever since then, like other brands have been making their wrap dress. So for your pregnancy, wrap dress is also a great choice because wrap dress is usually like one big piece of cloth that has two strings at the either ends, and you can just literally wrap it around your body, which means whether you are getting bigger in size because of pregnancy or you're gaining weight or whatever, a wrap dress will mostly serve you from any size within your sizes because it has the ability to fit you in no matter what size you are. And so this wrap dress particularly that I'm wearing is from Reformation, and I got it on sale last summer in New York at the Soho store. And I definitely wore this as a non-pregnant woman, and I loved it because it definitely accentuates your waistline and it has a little bit of cleavage but not too much. And I love this like snake print detail that it gave me, like super natural. And I've been wearing it a lot last summer, and then this summer with pregnancy I realized that I can still wear it. It would just be knotted at a different spot, and also because my belly is definitely larger and I knotted at a different spot, like my cleavage is definitely opening up. And so I have not put any clips on it, but you could either use a safety pin to kind of like close it here properly, or you could either wear like the shirt that I was showing you guys before to cover up if you ever need to cover up a little bit, so that you can kind of be subtle about your neckline. But I think like if you're okay with it, like showing a little bit of cleavage with wrap dress is always like pretty sexy and super cute. So this still screams like I'm pregnant, but it's from my like previous dress collection, and it's still working fine. And so I usually mostly like to just style it with sneakers just because I want the comfort. And again, you can just like style it with a tote bag, wear a tote bag around, and you are obviously pregnant because there's no way you can hide your belly with this dress, but you are stylish, you have kept your wardrobe from before, and you have used it in a more sexy way. So I actually did like a maternity shoot in this dress, and here's the outcome. And this is minus one final outfit. So let's move on to the final outfit.
It's not for me to say.
The last but not least is my sleeveless dress, which I want to show you what I have underneath. This is my Calvin Klein bralette in a large size, and because I know my straps are going to show, and so are my boobs, which are super big for the time being, I like to layer up something inside my sleeveless dress just to be able to not show too much of my breast point, but at the same time I don't really care if my bra strap is showing because the bralette is casual and it looks nice, and I could still cover it up with a shirt. In this case, it's a little sheer. It's from American Apparel, and it's got that polka dot detail, so it's super cute and classy, but still kind of cute mommy style at the same time. So again, I'm gonna style it with my tote bag and my sunglasses, and we are very good to go. I've worn this style at the beach or just walking around when I want to feel fresh, and white color is definitely a big baby bump shower, but I don't care. I mean, I can't hide it at this point, so I'll just play with it. I can always take out my shirt and just put it around my tote, and voila. It is perfect for this weather, and I can style it up with some accessories because it's a very plain sleeveless dress, and I actually love this look. I've been enjoying this look for the past week because it's so hot here and my bump is just getting so big.
I made a big mess out of my closet, but here is a collection literally of the clothing that I've been trying to figure out whether I can wear during my pregnancy or not. And I just hope that you guys can get some idea out of this video so that you can go through your own and just have a moment of selecting whether this fits and what will be comfortable, so that you don't really have to buy clothes just because you are pregnant. Because I mean, it really depends on your family planning, I guess, but if you plan to have 6 kids and you know that you're gonna wear your maternity clothes 6 times in your life, why not? Or if you're only going to be pregnant once but you want to wear and try out all these maternity brands, why not? It's really up to you. But just in my case, I really wanted to play around with the clothes that I already owned, and I didn't want to spend like extra money on maternity clothing. This is what I did, and so I just wanted to share with you guys. I really hope you guys liked it and you took something from it. And if you are pregnant and watching this video, good luck for your pregnancy and your child labor, and of course with everything that comes after. I'm also very new to this, and so if you have any great tips or any ideas that you can share with me, or any other things that you want me to share in a video while I'm still pregnant, please let me know in the comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye. Good luck.